Hello there guys, welcome back to a short online tutorial. Today we're based in Adobe Illustrator and it's your good friend Jack from Blue Sky Graphics back again to show you some really cool stuff. What I want to do today is show you how to use the width tool within Adobe Illustrator and go into the finer small little details that you need to know when using this particular tool. What this tool does, it allows you to manipulate the width, the thickness of a stroke. So you can use it with the pen tool, shapes, all stuff that has a stroke applied to it. You can use the width tool to increase or decrease the thickness or width of that particular stroke. So the best way for me to demonstrate this would be with a shape. So what I'm going to do now is come to our shape here and just right click on the rectangle tool and use our ellipse tool. I'm going to press Shift to make sure it's a proportionate selection creation there, and I'm going to press Option from a Mac user or Alt for a Windows user to resize from the center point. And let's just use my selection tool, move that over there a little bit. And I'm just going to swap the fill and the stroke around like so. Now what I want to do is make a little gap here. So I'm going to use the scissors tool to do that. So if I right click on the eraser tool here, I have the scissors tool. Just quickly, what the scissors tool does is it allows you to make cuts anywhere on anchors or paths. So if I come here, make a little cut there, and let's make another little cut there. Fantastic. I'm just going to come through and select that little option there and press backspace to delete. And now I have the shape that I want. Just going to select it and just come to our stroke option up here, increase the size of that particular stroke. And if we come through to this tool here, this is our width tool. Now, like I said, if you hover any part of that blue thin line, that's indicating to us that this is a stroke. You can see that we have the plus sign here. So that's indicating to me now anywhere on that blue thin line, I'm able to manipulate the thickness and the width of that particular part of the stroke. So if I come through now and start to click and drag, as you can see, I'm increasing the size of that particular point of the shape. Now, if I was to zoom in, let's use our keyboard shortcut Command Plus to zoom in for Mac users, and that's Control Plus for Windows. You see here that I can come through with the width tool. And if you hover to the corners, you've got these little white anchors, which allows you to drag that closer to a point so you can make that sharper there. Let's zoom out using Command minus for Mac users or Control minus for Windows. And what I'm going to do now is come through and I'm just going to bring that back there like so. I'm going to round off the ends to this particular stroke end. So I'm going to come to our stroke option and let's say we use our caps as rounded. And like I said, as you can come through here, really start to increase and create your own types of widths. Now, the benefit of this as well is you can save this particular width that we've created. If you come up here, we have your profiles. And what we want to do is save this particular one. So if you come to this little icon here, you can see add to profiles. And let's say we say new width and press OK. And if we scroll to the bottom here, you can see I've now saved that particular width. So if I was to now create another stroke, this time I'm going to use our curvature tool. And let's come through and create like a sort of a wavy line like so. Just going to increase the size of this, come to our stroke option. And you can see here, I can now use the width that I created earlier. So really cool to bring the details through in your digital illustrations. It's very good to add this sort of difference to the widths and the thickness of your strokes, because when it's just a uniform stroke, it could look a little bit plain and flat. And these are great for sort of like line artwork and real sort of like finer details or possible portraits. So just make sure that you use your width tool and obviously save the particular width, and you can use it on any type of stroke that you create. Thank you very much, guys. If you're interested in finding out more about the school, the courses that we offer, please take a look at our website at blueskygraphics.co.uk. Thank you very much for taking the time. Take care and see you next time.